This is News Channel 14 reporting in Hawaii. I'm Marissa, your anchor, reporting on the attack earlier this morning. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a surprise, but Japan and the United States has been edging toward war for decades. This all started when the United States was particularly unhappy with Japan's increasingly belligerent attitude toward China. The Japanese government believed that the only way to solve its economic and demographic problems was to expand into its neighbor's territory and take over its import market, which has resulted in the attack on Pearl Harbor. There are reports on the surprise attack from Japanese forces. Reports say that a Vic Admiral from Japanese forces led a 33-ship Japanese striking force that steamed under the cover of darkness to within 200 miles north of Oahu. His carriers launched about 360 airplanes against the Pacific Fleet. Now to our reporter on the scene at Pearl Harbor. Tell us what you know about this, Emma.
Thank you, Marissa. We know that the first bombs went off at around 7:55 a.m. We have some live footage to show you. had just occurred. There were also reports that the chief targets were the 8 American battleships among the 92 naval vessels anchored in the harbor. Now as our witness is approaching, we have to take a quick break. News Channel 14 is sponsored by Xpala, the new makeup line.
Xpala, the new makeup line.
Introducing Xpala, the new makeup line. We have a new intern over here, Sally. Obviously she's very unattractive. Ugly, just everywhere. And so, we've come to work on Sally. First with Xpala. Alright, we're gonna use some of our Xpala on Sally over here, our intern. She obviously has no makeup on, and she has freckles, a weird-looking nose, and ugly everywhere.
And we're gonna start with the lips now our cheeks for the makeup. Ready? We're gonna, you gotta do rosy red cheeks, so all over the
patient.
Yeah.
Sally,
Do you like this, Sally? Do you like this, Sally? Yeah. Okay. And then we go over here to the other cheeks.
Sally, you're looking good.
Yeah, and then you
Very attractive.
gotta do that.
Alright, while she's doing that, I'm gonna do Sally's lips over here.
You gotta do the orange pigment. It's called citrus
I
island.
call it pumpkin.
It's called pumpkin lips.
Pumpkin.
And she gets over there. Hope she'll go faster.
See that?
And then it'll just go, and then she can do that. Okay, then as the last thing, we're gonna do our third
Eyeshadow.
Look, fun eyeshadow. And then we're gonna put that all around, the eye part right there. Get all up in the eyebrows,
Yeah.
And this stuff has SPF 80,000, so you never get sunburn. And it's the best makeup, better than everything actually.
Now, if you'd like to, you can purchase Xpala at your nearby store for
$759.
Yeah.
$100 meaning $759. And it's worth the money,
It really is.
It really is.
Look how good this turned out.
Now we have to wait an hour.
We're gonna let this sit for a while. We will be back shortly.
After letting this sit for a while, we're gonna unravel it and see what she looks like.
This is a model of Sally when she first had her makeup on, and now this is after. Come out, Sally.
Oh my god, what do I look like?
You look amazing.
Oh my god, look at that!
Xpala, the new makeup line. It's a miracle treatment. This is Emma from News Channel 14 reporting on the Pearl Harbor attack that occurred a few hours ago. This is Mike, one of our surviving soldiers. Now tell us, Mike, how do you feel after going through all these horrific events?
There is no words to describe the horror that I witnessed during this attack. Explosions going everywhere, people dying in front of me, and nothing I could do. I had to stay in firing position the whole entire time. I was crying on the inside. I was heartbroken.
Oh, those are horrific attacks. Can you tell us what happened before the Pearl Harbor attack?
Well, we were doing our normal training routines and getting ready for the day. Then the first bombs were dropped around 7:55 a.m. And that's when everything was going crazy. And 368 Japanese aircrafts were spotted. And that's when everything was exploding and people were dying and trying to fight their hardest to fight back.
The U.S. responded to this attack, and how do you think about your country's decision?
Okay, the war after the war happened, the attack from the Japanese, we got sucked into the Great World War, and I'm just worried if we'll even survive this war with the Japanese.
Mike, for this interview, and I do agree with your thoughts of the war. Now back to you, Marissa.
Thank you, Emma, for that report and interview. There is more info coming in. The 9 ships that were in the attack were SS Arizona, SS California, SS Maryland, SS Oklahoma, SS Pennsylvania, SS Tennessee, SS West Virginia, and SS Utah. 7 out of 10 of those ships were completely destroyed. This just in, the death toll has just been released. There are 2,388 people deceased and more than 2,000 injured. This event was horrible, and to the Japanese, Pearl Harbor was an irresistible target. This is Marissa from Channel 14 News signing off.